Hey, we want to say greetings to our inaugural and historical Menternship Class 2010. We are so happy that you have made the time investment, the finance investment to be a mentor this year. And we just believe that it is going to be just a significant time in your life, time of development and growth. So thank you so much for doing that. My name is E. Scott Martin. I am the Student Mission Director for National Chi Alpha.
My name is Crystal Martin, and I am the International Student Friendship Ministry Director for Chi Alpha.
We're going to be serving as your primary module moderators for your initial module. Now, I was at Chi Alpha and I started in 1981 on the University of Arizona student. I came out of the Assemblies of God. I'd never even heard of Chi Alpha. I got on this massive campus of 30,000 students, wandered around. A pastor connected some AG students together, suggested that we try to pioneer this thing called Chi Alpha. So with students, we pioneered Chi Alpha on the University of Arizona. I have an undergraduate degree in cellular and developmental biology. My master's is in soil, water, and environmental science. I also have a year of medical school. And while I was at medical school, the Holy Spirit really spoke to me about laying that aside and becoming the pioneer campus pastor on the University of Arizona. We had no real paradigm for that, didn't know what it would look like, but I had a lot of faith and a strong calling, so I stepped up to the plate. And I spent 15 years there on the University of Arizona, and it was a glorious time.
That's awesome. Well, I have to say, I came from a Christian home, and I got to the University of Arizona as a student. I was going for an education degree, and so my very first Chi Alpha meeting, I went up to the front row. I had my Bible under my arm, and I was ready to reach this campus. I think I already had a missional heart. And when I got there, I remember sitting on that front row and just getting inspired by these 80 to 100 students that were there because they wanted to be there, not because anybody had made them come to this group. And I was so inspired, and I remember about halfway through the meeting, I was sitting with my sister, and she was right next to me, and I leaned over to her and I said, "Cindy, I think I have found my people." Now, I think in my mind, I was thinking my people for the next 4 years while I get a college degree. I don't think I was really knowing how prophetic I was to say, Chi Alpha, we're going to be my people from now to maybe the end of my life. So here I am 18 years later, and Chi Alpha you still are my people. And so that's kind of my intro into the Chi Alpha world, and then God did a lot in our hearts past that moment.
You know, in Chi Alpha, we have a standard rule. You don't date your students. I said, fine, if I can't date them, I'll just marry them. Hey, we have served as the National Student Mission Directors for Chi Alpha now for 14 years. Came in to really pioneer the student mission movement within the framework of Chi Alpha. We're the architects and pioneers of the World Mission Summit. So it's just been an awesome time of serving Chi Alpha. We love Chi Alpha, we love our students, and we love you.
Yes. You know, when we first came in to this new position, Scott was the campus pastor. We had just early got married, and the Lord spoke to our heart one day. We were planning a mission trip into North Africa with our students from the University of Arizona, and the Lord spoke to our heart about mobilizing this generation into mission. And so for the past 14 years, our heart, our mission has been to see this generation rise up in mission. And so for 16 years, we've been saying every student goes, every student gives, every student prays. Let's take the if and how out of missions and replace it with the when and the where. And so that has been our life mission over the last 14 years, is to see your generation rise up in mission.
She left one little very important component out. Give a year, pray about a lifetime, which some of you are doing. And so we just want to say thanks to you guys for leading the way. Hey, we're excited about the module. Man, just be open to what God is going to say, what God is going to do. Work hard, study hard. Man, work for excellence in your projects. Work for excellence in terms of answering your questions. And we're ready to get rolling.